thank you so much, Akshaya, for giving us your time and accepting to share your knowledge which you gained in Canada, right? Okay, first of all, could you please explain, or could you please tell us about yourself? I mean, about your bachelor's and all, then we will later on move to your master's in Canada and all, right?
Yeah, for sure. So thank you so much for giving me the opportunities to share my master's experience. So I'm Akshaya. I'm from Pondicherry, India. I did my bachelor's in Pondicherry in Rajiv Gandhi College of Engineering.
Okay.
I did my BTech in Biomedical Engineering. And after that, I tried for my master's in Canada at University of Saskatchewan, and I completed it 2 months ago. And I'm here in India again for my vacation.
Okay, so you came back home, right, safely?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, okay, Akshaya. So then most of the students or most of the bachelors, so most of the people who go to abroad in order to continue their higher studies, they plan to stay there, right? Maybe they apply for a PR or maybe they apply for some other jobs and all. But in your case, you came back home. That's a different story. Let's talk about it later. And now we know that you have completed your bachelor's in India, right? And secondly, I would like to ask you, what's the reason? What motivates you to try a master in abroad, especially in Canada? What's the reason? What are the factors?
So, when I'm about to complete my bachelor's, I was searching for the job opportunities in and around India, but I felt my packages I get for my job was very low, and I wanted to upgrade something in my field. So I started searching scope in my field, like our biomedical field. Then I have seen that we have scope in Canada, UK, and Australia. Since my family member was in Canada, so I chose that and I started applying to the universities which has biomedical engineering. Yeah.
Okay. So I think your main factor to go to Canada is you have some relatives in Canada. That's the reason, isn't it?
Yeah, that is one of the reason that I went there.
Mhm.
But the other reason was like the main reason was I don't have any like much opportunities here in India, like especially in South India, we don't have much exposure and experience, and compared to North India, so I just wanted to upgrade and just need to have some exposure outside of Canada.
Okay. So did you search the universities by yourself alone, or did anyone help you, or did you reach any agencies or some kind of third parties to select a university for you?
So I did search my university by myself. I haven't gone to any agencies over here. But for my visa process, I did. I went to an agency to help me out with that process. And another thing is, one of my seniors from my bachelor's was there when I was applying for the University of Saskatchewan. She was doing her master's over there. So I just have someone there to help me out. So I just selected that university.
Okay, great. So you got some help from your senior, right? One of your seniors who is
Yeah.
already there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I have to tell some couple of points here. I have tried like more than 4 or 5 colleges in Canada, but luckily I have got reply from the professor from the same university where my senior was doing her masters. So I just got some help from her. Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, before getting to a little deeper, I would like to know you just only focus in Canada, right? You didn't try other countries
Yeah.
because the reason
No, I
why
didn't.
we are doing this kind of experience sharing session from those who already went abroad, right? Because the students don't know where to
Yeah.
apply, how to apply, all those stuff, right? So the only factor you chose Canada is you have some relatives and you thought that you will get some supportive hands from them and all, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe we can recommend the students if they have some relatives, just go the country wherever your relatives, maybe in order to get some help as well, right? Okay. Now
Yeah.
we have talked about how did you get the help from your seniors in Canada, right? Now let's talk about the visa process. Now you have, how did you choose the exact the university? Because
So
there are
not
so many
every university
universities,
has
right?
biomedical engineering. I'm sorry.
There are so many universities, right, in Canada doing biomedical engineering for
Yeah.
masters. So what's the reason
Yeah,
you
but there are
selected
so
your
many
university?
universities here, but we don't have biomedical engineering courses like masters in every universities. We like even like 4 to 7 universities, I would say, that gave like program in biomedical engineering. So I tried in their website, like I started searching all the professors' area of interest. My master's is actually a research program. It's not like course based.
Okay,
So I just started going through their profile, like their area of interest, their research work, and all those things. So I am basically interested in biomaterials. So I started emailing all the professors who are all interested in that area and doing their researches in biomaterials. And I got like around 40 professors contact, and I started emailing them. Among them, I just got one positive reply from the university I did my master's there. That is University of Saskatchewan.
okay.
So it's kind of contacting them through email.
So among the 40 universities and the professors, 40 professors, you got the positive reply from this guy only, right? Who is
Yeah.
having the same interest on your field, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And as you said, you have completed your masters in a research mode, not a coursework mode, right? So did you get any
Yeah.
scholarships or any fundings, or you did it all alone by your own funding?
I did get my funding from my supervisor. She gave me like a half funding, and she supported me throughout my program.
Okay.
Yeah. And for my living expenses in Canada, I did my part-time job over there and supported myself.
Okay, sure. So still we are now in India, right? So once we travel to Canada, we talk about what happened over there, right? Okay.
Okay.
Now you got the reply. You searched the Canadian university and you got the positive reply from your supervisor, right? Now you are going to fly to Canada, right? So
Yes.
how did you apply the visa? How did you approach the universities to get you the visa? And how did you get the tickets and all? How it was all done? Could you please explain?
Sure. So, first of all, I would like to tell about the application process. Since I'm a research student, all the research students should approach a professor first. They should give you the approval that they should tell that I'm okay to like take you as my student, so that university will give you the admission. So after
Mhm.
getting an approval from the professor, we have to do the application process. When you do the application process, they will be asking you for the professor's name. So you have to mention the professor who gave you the approval. So after that, they will see, like when they receive the application form, they'll just check everything, and they'll contact the professor, and they will have a discussion, and then they'll send you an offer letter. After sending the all the offer letters, they'll be like guiding you in each and every steps what I we should do for the next step and all that. So it's not about worrying. They'll guide you in everything through email. And moving on to the visa process, like university is not responsible for the visa process, and they won't help you to come to Canada. It's all about us. We have to do everything. Once you get the offer letter from your university and everything is done, they'll ask you to come to university in certain date when the course starts. So it's to you to do everything about visa. So for myself, my experience was getting help from IDP for visa process. I didn't do visa process by myself, so I got help from them, which is in Chennai. I went to IDP Chennai and they helped me out. They got some documentation done, and they wrote SOP for me, like, and they applied everything for me, and then I got the passport request and everything went as on. And once I got my visa, I went to an agency to apply, like, book a ticket, and I booked ticket for Canada, and then I did the process. That's it.
Okay, okay. Now you are ready to fly to Canada, right?
Yeah, I'm right.
Okay. Um, Before flying to Canada, I would like to know two things. Did they ask for any IELTS or TOEFL in order to continue your masters?
Yes, but university didn't mention anything like mandatory IELTS program. But when I apply for visa, I need IELTS certificate to show them. Especially in my university, uh, for some program we don't need any English proof of English language. You can also come to the university, and they do have a language center.
Okay,
They will teach you and they will introduce everything to you, and they do have and then option to learn English over there. I think for visa process we need to show them the proof of English.
okay. So do you remember out of nine how much they request to go to Canada as a student? Because it
I think
differs
it's
from
overall
country to country.
6.5.
Yeah, okay. Mostly average, I think the 6.5 most of the countries require, right? Okay. The other one is
Yeah.
since you have completed your master bachelor's and without doing any field works, I mean without working in the industry, you are directly applying for a master, right? So from the
Yeah.
university side, did they ask any experiences? I mean industrial experiences, or they are okay to
Mm,
approve you as a master directly from your bachelor's?
no, they didn't ask me any like experience in my field or even in the research I'm going to do in Canada. They just asked me like if I did my bachelor's like for 4 years, because
Yes.
they need something like 4 years or equivalent to that.
Mhm.
So they confirmed that, and the percentage is also important. We need at least 70% in last 2 years of your study, maybe the third year and fourth year, I would say.
Mhm.
So you need at least 70% of your CGPA.
Okay, okay, okay. So most of the universities which offer master courses, they require that the bachelor should be under Washington Accord. So Washington Accord means 4-year bachelor degree program.
Okay.
Sydney Accord means 3-year degree program. So whoever did Sydney Accord program, they have to have some at least one or a couple of years of fielding experiences. But those who have Washington Accord, they are ready to apply for masters once they finish their bachelor's, right? Okay, now everything is done in India and you are good to go to Canada. And could you please share some experiences about your flight? How was the journey and how many hours you fly to Canada? I think that's your first experience
I think,
sitting in the plane and for a very long time, right?
yeah.